The Terrain has been a staple in the GMC lineup for years, and today I'm going to test drive the top of the line 2024 GMC Terrain Denali. Let's get this test drive going. Come on, check out this ebony twilight metallic GMC Terrain Denali. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's got that glossy black exterior with those chrome accents. The GMC logo sticks out completely there on the front, and also with that Denali grille. Beautiful LED headlights and fog lights. As you come along the side here, you'll actually notice the Denali chrome insert there on the bottom. The handles themselves, body colored mids, as well as the exterior being a chrome. This vehicle comes with a 3-year, 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper limited warranty, a 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, roadside assistance, and courtesy transportation. Coming across the top of the vehicle, you notice those running rails that are chromed out. They really stick out. They're like blades. I love it. Coming across the back of the vehicle, you notice those LED taillights that actually protrude out from the side. The GMC logo in the center of the tailgate is stunning. It sticks out very nicely with those red and chrome accents. Let's check out this tailgate. All I'm going to do, I have the key fob on me, kick underneath the vehicle. Tailgate, power tailgate, all the way up. What's really nice about this particular GMC Denali, you have the all-weather mats, so you don't have to worry about getting anything muddy back here. Although you do have some additional storage underneath here, which is great as well. In the back here, you have some tie downs. It's pretty easy to tie things down there and there. In the back here, you'll notice that there's a 12-volt charger as well as 2 latches. Now the latches, pretty easy to explain there. The left side, the 60 split seat, I'm just going to pull this and that's going to send that down. I'm going to do it for the other side as well. And you have a lot of storage space in here. And what's really cool is that the back of the seats also have a all-weather mat to them. So you don't really have to worry about these seats or the back of your trunk getting all muddy. Pretty cool. Let's go and see how much space we got in those back seats. Getting into the back seats, you have that black leather with the white stitching all throughout. Really nice looking in here. I'm just going to go ahead and get in. And another thing I want to mention, those all-weather mats, again here in the back seat down below. Look really nice and really help to protect the inner surface here. I'm going to go ahead and check out my armrest now. 2 cup holders in this armrest. So on the back of the front seats, you do have some compartments for storing stuff. You have some ventilation back here, and hey, check this out. You have heated seats in the back. You also have 2 charging ports down here. And below that, you have a 3-prong house outlet. Big thing though, in this back seat, you're able to look up. You have a lot of visibility vertically because this sunroof comes all the way back to behind my head here. So really great to see, really comfortable back seats. Let's jump up front and then we'll get this car on the road. So here we are sitting in the front seat of the Terrain for the first time, and there's a lot of buttons in front of me, I can tell you that. So I'm gonna go ahead and start things up, put my foot on the brake, press the engine start stop button, and everything here is gonna light up. You have a digital display in front of you, but also with that digital display, you have some analog dials that are lighting up with red there. So looking over on my left side, I actually have my heads-up display functions. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit one of these buttons here, and what that's doing is actually bringing up a little heads-up display in front of me. Now it's a clear screen, but you can actually see the information on it. So as you can see, the heads-up display says what my miles per hour. I'm obviously not going anywhere right now, but you can change what is on that display, and you can move it up and down so that you can see it easier. You can adjust the brightness and also change the info up there as well. The display is very easy to read and definitely really great benefit to have, not having to take your eyes off of the road. On the left-hand side of the steering wheel, we have our safety features. We have our cruise control options as well as some other things we'll go over on the test drive. Below that, we have our heated steering wheel option, great for colder days. On the right side of the steering wheel, we have our options for what's being displayed in front of you. Obviously, you can have your miles per hour there on the dashboard. You can also have your fuel efficiency and a whole bunch of other features, including I love having this because my car doesn't have it. It'll actually tell you which tires need more air. Also on the right side of this steering wheel is your push to talk button. So you have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, gives you access to your phone so that you can make phone calls, send text messages, you can listen to your music, you can do internet searches, whatever you would need that is compatible with your phone. With Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, boom, right there on your infotainment screen, as well as your steering wheel with just a push of a button. The infotainment screen is over here on the right. Obviously, you have a very nice 8-inch display there. You can see everything very vividly. You have a ton of different settings here. You have, you can set up your Wi-Fi hotspot, your navigation, which comes with the Denali. You can obviously access your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto on there. You have other apps as well as camera. So you can access your camera whenever you feel like it right there. Also your OnStar services and your My GMC app, all accessible right there. Your AC settings, looks like you have dual climate control there for the passenger and driver. Below that, you have your push shifter. So you have park, reverse, neutral, drive, and low gear. Down below that, you have a USB-C, a USB-A, an auxiliary port, and you also have a 12-volt charger down there. So below that, you have 2 cup holders, your parking sensors, you have cooled and heated seats for the driver and passenger in the Denali. Inside the armrest are 2 USB charging ports, always great to have, tons of charging options in here. And let's not forget about one thing, right ahead of that is your wireless phone charger. So all you have to do, put your phone into the cubby there, and right like that, it'll be charging your phone. Below here, we have a bunch of our driving features. We have our hill descent control, so you can limit the speed going down a hill. Say you're towing something, you need to go at a certain speed. And we have the lane keep assist. We have our all-wheel drive system here right now. We're in 2-wheel drive. I just click it over to the right once. It's gonna kick it into all-wheel drive mode. Kick it over one more time, and that's going to kick it into the off-road mode. So another thing I want to make sure to state is that this panoramic roof is just tremendous. It's big, it's huge. I have a lot of visibility vertically here as well as behind me. It goes all the way back to those second row seats. Love seeing that. So on the right side, you have the ability to close and open the shade. One press all the way forward and back. We're gonna go ahead and leave that open for the purposes of the video. You have the ability to vent your roof there and get a little bit of air in there. Holding it in for the second time is going to open up the sunroof, and you have this is a lot of room up here to peek out and get a lot of air in. You do have a windscreen up here. It's going to cut back on the wind noise while you're driving. It's also going to prevent things like bugs and stuff from coming into the car. Really love to have that. All right guys, so that was a lot of buttons, a lot of cool features in the front row of this Denali Terrain. Let's get this thing on the road and let's test some of them out. Come on. So we're gonna get this up to speed out of the dealership here. Wow, so we actually do have a lot of pickup in this, even though right now we're in 2-wheel drive mode. We have a lot of pickup and power off of that 1.5 liter turbo engine. We have lane keep assist active, and I know that it's active because of 2 reasons. It's coming up on my heads-up display as well as my dashboard down here on the bottom. There's a green car between 2 lines. Now what does that mean? What that means is that I'm between the 2 lines on the road. The car's actually mapping those out. And if I were to just inch over here to the right side, for example, it's actually turning the wheel just slightly and keeping me within the lines of the road. So watch this. Boom, my hand's off the steering wheel and it's just keeping me within those lines of the road. It will turn that symbol orange whenever you start to cross, whenever that activates. So just a really nice way that GMC is looking out for you, making sure you're paying attention to the road. On my left-hand side, there's somebody coming up on my blind spot. My mirror is gonna light up to alert me. If I turn on my turn signal while somebody's in my blind spot, that's now flashing at me and alerting me, hey, do not make that left-hand turn, there's somebody over there. I love blind spot monitoring because, you know, This vehicle is just trying to look out for you in situations where you might not be paying attention, just eliminating that driver error, which is nice. The next thing that I'd like to display is the adaptive cruise control. I know that it's active because there's a green car that just popped up on my dashboard and on my heads-up display to alert me, hey, we do register that there's a car in front of you. So if I go ahead and set my cruise control, it's now giving me a gap adjustment, and I can adjust that with this button on the steering wheel on the left-hand side, and basically I can close the gap between me and the car in front of me. So I have my speed limit set to 59 miles per hour, and I have a large gap between me and the car in front of me. It's actually slowing me down based on the speed of the car in front of me. I'm down at 53 miles per hour, and it's gonna slow me down based on what they're doing. Now, if I were to get into the other lane and there's no car over there, it's gonna speed me up to the speed that I have set. Adaptive cruise control is really great for these long drives. Maybe you're in a lot of traffic, you know, where you don't have to have your foot on the gas the whole time, you know? It's just really great to have. So they're starting to brake in front of me, so we're coming down all the way down. We're going 24, 22, 21, 20. So we would go all the way to a complete stop with this adaptive cruise control. That's really nice to have. Some cruise control systems don't go all the way down to 0, but this one does, which is nice. So pulling off into this parking lot, I just want to do a quick test of the backup camera. I'm just going to go ahead and put the vehicle into reverse, and we have a nice big display of that backup camera, very high quality image there. I obviously have guiding lines. Whenever I turn the wheel, it's going to show you where you're going to back up into. Something that's actually happening right now, I'm getting an alert, and it's not just visually there, but it's on my seat. My seat is actually buzzing and vibrating to alert me, hey, be careful, there's something behind you there. So when I'm in reverse and somebody's coming from either side of me, just like that car was coming from my left side, it's alerting me. It's telling me which direction a car is coming from. It's buzzing my seat and alerting me, hey, pay attention, don't back up there, there's somebody coming. So what I love about working at a car dealership, besides test driving these vehicles all the time, is that anytime I have a question, I can always ask a salesperson. So if you have a question, leave them in the comment section below. We'll make sure to get back to you. I can ask a professional salesperson if I don't know the answer, or maybe you'd like to test drive this vehicle. You can come see us. We're right off Route 30 in Greensburg, PA at Smale GMC, or visit us online at smalebuickgmc.com. Until next time, guys, enjoy the ride.